Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you plan to invest a portion of your salary, but before you could get around to it, the money was spent elsewhere? Then maybe you thought for yourself, next month will be different. Next month I will start investing, only to find yourself in the exact same situation over and over and over again. In previous videos, we've explored why it's critical to get starting investing, and why you need to invest consistently. But how do you invest if you always end up spending your entire salary? How can you invest if there is simply no money left at the end of the month? The answer, my friends, is to pay yourself first. This wisdom comes from a great book named The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason, published in 1926. That's almost 100 years ago. Today, we will explain why paying yourself first will change your investments and your financial future, and hopefully motivate you to make a change before your next salary arrives. Paying yourself first can put your financials in hyperdrive. Welcome to Investing in a Nutshell, the channel where we explain the world of investing so that you can learn and start your own journey as an investor. In our previous video, we discussed why the first $100,000 is the most difficult to acquire. Once you pass the $100,000 mark, the magical effect of compound interest will kick in and speed up the process. The first $100,000 must come from you. You must be able to save up and invest $100,000. And this can be hard. Most of us need to live frugal lives in order to make this happen. And when you do try, even when you try hard to live a frugal life, you might still end up with an empty bank account at the end of the month. The rent must be paid, you need food, electricity, the phone costs money, and to be fair, sometimes you need to have a little fun. Every one of these expenses comes out of your wallet and into someone else's bank account. You're spending your money, and you pay someone else with your salary for their goods and services. And in the end of the month, you don't have any money left to invest. Do you see the problem? Do you see why you can afford to pay everyone else, just not yourself? You get your hard-earned salary, you pay everyone else first, and then at the end of the month, you can't pay yourself. Should you not be able to get a part of the money in the end? Is it fair that everyone else can get parts of your money, just not you? This is where The Richest Man in Babylon comes in. It states that you do deserve parts of your salary, and if you want it, you need to take it. Pay yourself first, and then everyone else with what's left. When you get your salary, transfer a fixed portion of your salary to your investment account, and forget that you ever had them. This way you ensure that you do invest, and that you do get a part of your money. It's important that you don't withdraw the invested amount at the end of the month to pay someone else. That defeats the purpose of this strategy. Pay yourself and then forget all about it. I can clearly hear some of you in the comment section shouting, "Hold up, wait a second. If I pay myself first, I won't be able to afford all my expenses, like rent, food, the cinema, and the restaurants." That is correct. And that is also the point with this strategy. By paying yourself first, you will run out of money faster, and you must force yourself to change your spending pattern. This will both force you to invest and to live a more frugal life. This is the first law from The Richest Man in Babylon. You can only build wealth if you pay yourself first. You pay others for goods and services all the time. Learn to pay yourself before you pay others. For your next salary, you should pay yourself first, but how much should you pay yourself? We must admit there is not a conclusion for this, and that everyone must find a level they can live with. You can also start with a small percentage and increase this as time progresses, and you find more ways to live a frugal life. When your investments start to provide you with profits and rise to new levels, it will fuel your motivation and help you take the next step. We'll cover frugality in more detail in a future video, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the like button. It really helps out the channel and enables us to reach more people and help them start their investment journeys. The Richest Man in Babylon suggests that you should save at least 10% of your after-tax salary. It might sound like a lot for some of you, and easy for others. 10% less to spend could be a lot if your fixed expenses like rent and your car loan cover a large portion of your salary. But how much would your investments grow if you did manage to invest 10% every month, consistently, and the market continues with the same average returns into the future as it has produced in the past? In this table, we have assumed that you have an average annual salary of $40,000 after tax. and that you achieve a 10% annual average return on your investments. We've calculated the value of your investment account after 5, 10, 20, and 30 years, based on a monthly investment of 5, 10, 20, or 30% of your after-tax salary. The first thing we want to point out is the insane contribution you will get from compound interest after 20 and 30 years. If you do manage to invest $333 every month, you will see your money go to the moon and reach $657,000 in 30 years. If you could double that, it will be worth more than $1.3 million. Just a 5% investment from your salary will produce great results. $166 invested monthly will grow to $327,000 in 30 years. The second point of this example is to show how much a few extra percentages will make a difference in the long run. If you can't save 10% every month, then save 8% or 7%, which is a lot better than 5%. Save what you can every month, just make sure to pay yourself first. The Richest Man in Babylon is a fantastic book on investing, as well as providing you with the mentality you need to start saving. It was the book that got me motivated to start saving, and it showed me a path on how I could start investing. The Richest Man in Babylon was the kick I needed to start my investment journey. Most of us live paycheck to paycheck and are not able to find money to invest. We spend our hard-earned money on goods and services and end up paying everyone else and not ourselves. Pay yourself first, invest the money, and forget that you ever had them. This is how you start investing, build wealth, and in the end, you will get rich. We're going to finish this video by giving you the 8 rules of money from The Richest Man in Babylon that can potentially change your life. Rule number 1, pay yourself first before you pay others. Rule number 2, control your spending. Live a frugal life. Rule number 3, invest wisely. Otherwise, you'll see your money shrink. Rule number 4, guard your money from extreme losses with insurance. Rule number 5, keep your housing expenses reasonable. Rule number 6, have a retirement plan. Rule number 7, increase your ability to earn. And rule number 8, know where you are and where you're headed financially. Have a plan. If you want us to create a video where we deep dive into the book, then write Babylon in the comments section. We hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have any question or comment, we love your feedback. We read all your comments. Have a great day, and good luck on your own investment journey.